Assalamu alaikum warahmatullahi wabarakatuh. Hello viewers, I am Muhammad Abdul Habib. Welcome you all to AIMS tutorial for accounts. In this video, I'll be explaining the chapter preparation of subsidiary books for intermediate first year students for Telangana State Board of Intermediate Education. Chapter 4, page number 114, question number 13. Prepare proper subsidiary books from the following particulars. So again, you need to read the transaction and you need to identify whether you need to prepare purchases book, purchases returns book, sales book or sales returns book. So just have a look. First, purchase goods from Amar. So we need to prepare, it is a transaction of purchases, so we need to prepare purchases book. Next, goods sold to Pawan. So here it is a transaction of sales, so we need to prepare sales book as well. Next, goods returned to Amar. We purchased goods from Amar. It was purchases transaction, so we prepared purchases book. Now we are returning goods to Amar, so we'll be preparing purchase returns book. Next, sold goods to Sujan. It is a transaction of sales, so already we have planned to prepare sales book. Goods returned from Pawan. When we sold goods to Pawan, it was recorded in sales book. Now as goods are being returned from Pawan, now we'll be preparing sales returns book. So in this problem also we are required to prepare 4 subsidiary books, that is purchases book, purchases returns book, sales returns book. So what is the format for purchases book? The format for purchases book is date, particulars, inward invoice number, LF, details, amount, rupees. Whereas the format for purchase returns book is date, particulars, debit note, LF, amount, rupees, and the format for sales book is date, particulars, outward invoice number, LF, details, amount, rupees. Whereas the format for sales returns book is date, particulars, credit note, LF, amount, rupees. Let us solve the problem. The transactions are given for the year 2018 for the month of October. The first transaction is given on 2018 October 1st. Purchased goods from Amar 2000 rupees. So this will be, as it is a transaction of purchases, it will be recorded in purchases book as 2018 October 1st, 2018 October 1st. As we have purchased goods from Amar name will be recorded in purchase particulars, and we have purchased goods worth rupees 2000, so the amount will be taken as 2000. Next, after October 1st, we have a transaction on October 4th. Goods sold to Pawan 3500 rupees. So it is a transaction of sales, so this will be recorded in sales returns book. It will be recorded in sales book, sorry. As it is a transaction of sales, it will be recorded in sales book. So in sales book, we'll be writing it as, the date will be taken as 2018 October 4, and we have sold goods to Pawan. So Pawan name will be recorded in particulars column, and we have sold goods to Pawan worth rupees 3500. So 3500 will be recorded in amount column. So here you will be writing it as 3500. Next, after October 4, we have a transaction on October 8. Goods returned to Amar. So here the goods are being returned. So it can be purchases return or it can be sales return. So first we need to check the name of the person which is given in the question. The name of Amar is given in the transaction. So we need to check with previous transactions whether the transaction done with Amar is related to purchases or it is a transaction related to sales. So in our previous transactions, we have a transaction done with Amar on October 1st, that is purchased goods from Amar. It means that we have purchased goods from Amar, so that transaction was recorded in purchases book. Now we are returning goods to Amar. It means that this is a transaction of purchase return. So this will be recorded in purchase returns book. Date will be taken as 2018 October 8. In particulars, you will be writing Amar and amount is taken as 200 rupees. So the date will be taken as 2018 October 8. You are returning goods to Amar, so you will be writing the name of Amar here, and you are returning goods worth rupees 200. So 200 will be recorded in amount column. Next, after October 8, we have a transaction on October 12. Sold goods to Sujan 8000 rupees. Trade discount 5%. तो यहाँ पे हम सामान बेच रहे, सुजन को बेच रहे 8000 में बेच रहे, बदले में हम ट्रेड डिस्काउंट दे रहे 5%. So trade discount will be subtracted. It is a transaction of sales. So this will be recorded in sales book. तो हम किसको बेच रहे सामान? सुजन को बेच रहे. कब बेच रहे? October 12 के दिन बेच रहे. So the date will be taken as October 12. As we are selling the goods to Sujan, Sujan name will be recorded in particulars, and as we are allowing trade discount, it will be subtracted, less trade discount. So you have sold goods worth rupees 8000. So the calculation will be done here as 8000 less trade discount is 5%. So 10% of 8000 is 800, whereas 5% will be half of it, that is 400. So here is the calculation: 8000 into 5 divided by 100. 0 0 0 0 gets cancelled. 80 into 5, 5 8s are 40, and adding 1 0, so the amount will be 400 rupees. Otherwise, if you go with the technique, if you deduct 1 0 from 8000, it becomes the value of 10%. So the value of 10% is 800, and 5% will be the half of 10%. So its half value 400 will be the value for 5%. So subtracting 400 from 8000, here the value will be 7600. Next, after October 12, we have a transaction on October 15, goods returned from Pawan. So here the transaction is related to return of goods. So it can be either purchase return or it can be sales return. So first we need to check with the name. Here the name of Pawan is given. So we need to have a look of the previous transactions done with Pawan. So October 4th transaction is done with Pawan, and it was the transaction related to sales, goods sold to Pawan. So this was a transaction of sales. So we have recorded it in sales book. Now as Pawan is returning the goods, so this is a transaction of sales return. So this will be recorded in sales return. October 15, Pawan 100 rupees. So here it will be recorded in sales return book. The date will be taken as 2018, October 15. October 15. Who is returning goods? Pawan is returning goods. So Pawan name will be recorded in particulars column, and he is returning goods worth rupees 100. So 100 rupees will be recorded in amount column. Next, after October 15, we have a transaction on October 17. Purchased machinery from Raju. It is a credit transaction, but instead of purchasing goods, it is given as purchased machinery. So it is a transaction related to purchase of asset. Hence it is not recorded in purchases book. So for this transaction, we will be writing a note as October 17th. So the transaction is done on October 17th. So we will be writing a note for the transaction as transaction dated on October 17 is related to purchase of asset. क्या खरीदे हम उस दिन? October 17 के दिन we have purchased machinery. So ब्रैकेट में सिर्फ asset identify करने के लिए लिख रहे machinery. So transaction dated on October 17 is related to purchase of asset and is hence not recorded in purchases book. After October 17, we have a transaction on October 19. Goods purchased from Vaibhav 2500. So it is a transaction of purchase. So it will be recorded in purchases book. It will be recorded as October 19 Vaibhav. So the date will be taken as October 19. October 19, as we have purchased goods from Vaibhav. Vaibhav name will be recorded in particulars, and the amount is, we have purchased goods from Vaibhav worth rupees 2500. So the amount will be taken as 2500. After October 19, we have a transaction on October 21. Returned goods from Sujan for 150 rupees. So it is a transaction of returned goods, and here the name of Sujan is given. So let us just have a look of previous transaction done with Sujan. So on October 12, we sold goods to Sujan. So it was a transaction of sale. So it was recorded in sales book. Now Sujan is returning the goods. So this becomes a transaction of sales return. So this will be recorded in sales returns book. So date will be taken as October 21st. In particulars, we will be writing it as Sujan, and the amount will be taken as 150. So here in sales returns book, we will be writing the date as October 21st. Who is returning the goods? Sujan, and he is returning the goods for rupees 150. So 150 will be recorded in amount column. Next, after October 21st, we have a transaction on October 24. Sold goods to Ramesh for cash. So we are selling the goods to Ramesh, but in return we are receiving cash immediately. So it is a cash transaction, hence it is not recorded in sales book, because in subsidiary books we record only credit transactions. तो जब हम पैसा देके खरीद रहे या पैसा लेके बेच रहे, वो cash transaction हो जाता, and we don't record cash transactions in subsidiary book. So for the transaction done on October 24th, we will be writing a note that transaction dated on October 24th is a cash transaction and is hence not रिकॉर्डेड इन सेल्स बुक, क्योंकि ये सेल्स का ट्रांजैक्शन था इसीलिए हम इट इज़ नॉट रिकॉर्डेड इन सेल्स बुक लिख रहे हैं। अगर ये परचेजेस का ट्रांजैक्शन रहता तब हम क्या लिखते थे, ट्रांजैक्शन इज द ट्रांजैक्शन डेटेड ऑन सो एंड सो डेट इज ए कैश ट्रांजैक्शन एंड हेंस इट इज नॉट रिकॉर्डेड इन परचेजेस बुक लिखते थे, अगर वो परचेजेस का ट्रांजैक्शन रहता तो। बट एज दिस इज अ ट्रांजैक्शन ऑफ सेल्स सो वी हैव रिकॉर्डेड इट एज इट इज नॉट रिकॉर्डेड इन सेल्स बुक। कौन सी डेट पे था वो ट्रांजैक्शन? अक्टूबर 24 पे ही था। नेक्स्ट, आफ्टर अक्टूबर 24 वी हैव ए ट्रांजैक्शन ऑन अक्टूबर 26, purchased goods from Vineet for rupees 8,500. So it is a transaction related to purchase of goods, and as the name of a person is specified, it is a credit transaction, and credit transactions can be recorded in credit transactions will be recorded in subsidiary books. So it is a transaction of purchases, so this transaction will be recorded in purchases book. The date will be taken as October 26. October 26 you have purchased goods from Vineet, so the name of Vineet will be recorded in particulars. You have purchased goods for rupees 8,500, so here the amount will be taken as 8,500. Next, after October 26 we have a transaction on October 28, sold goods to Vamshi on credit for rupees 6,500. on credit का मतलब क्या? उधारी में। सो जब आप उधारी में खरीदते या उधारी में बेचते आप सब्सिडरी बुक्स में लिख सकते। सो इट इज़ नॉट ए कैश ट्रांजैक्शन। अगर ये कैश ट्रांजैक्शन रहता तो हम इग्नोर करते थे, बट एज इट इज़ नॉट ए कैश ट्रांजैक्शन वी आर सेलिंग द गुड्स टू वंशी ऑन क्रेडिट, मतलब उधारी में बेच रहे, तो आप इसको रिकॉर्ड कर सकते हैं। सो द ट्रांजैक्शन डेटेड October 28 विल बी पोस्टेड एज इन सेल्स बुक एज द डेट विल बी टेकन एज October 28. किसको बेच रहे हैं आप सामान? यू आर सेलिंग द गुड्स टू वंशी, सो वंशी नेम विल बी रिकॉर्डेड इन पर्टिकुलर्स। सो हियर यू विल बी राइटिंग द नेम एज वंशी। कितने में बेचे आप वंशी को? 6,500 में सेल करें, सो हियर यू विल बी राइटिंग द अमाउंट एज 6,500. नेक्स्ट, आफ्टर October 28 वी हैव ए ट्रांजैक्शन ऑन October 29, गुड्स रिटर्न टू वैभव। तो इससे पहले हम क्या करे थे? वैभव के साथ जो ट्रांजैक्शन करे वो ट्रांजैक्शन चेक करना। इट इज अ ट्रांजैक्शन रिलेटेड टू रिटर्निंग ऑफ गुड्स and the name is given as Vaibhav. So we just need to have a look of previous transactions done with Vaibhav. So on October 19 we purchased goods from Vaibhav. So it was a transaction of purchases, so we have recorded this transaction in purchases book. Hence this transaction becomes a transaction of purchase returns. So this transaction will be recorded in purchase returns. वहाँ पे जो खरीदे थे वो परचेज बुक में लिखे, अब जो वापस कर रहे वो परचेज रिटर्न्स हो जाता, लिहाजा इसको परचेज रिटर्न्स बुक में लिखेंगे। तो इट विल बी पोस्टेड इन परचेज रिटर्न्स बुक एज October 29 Vaibhav 250 rupees. October 29 Vaibhav 250 rupees. October 29 Vaibhav 250 rupees. Vaibhav, and here you will be writing the amount as 250 rupees. Next, after October 29 we have the last transaction of the question. On October 30 Vamshi returned goods 500 rupees. So it is a transaction of returning the goods. So first we need to check with the name. So here the name of Vamshi is given. So let us have a look of previous transactions done with Vamshi. We have done a transaction on October 28 with Vamshi and we have sold goods to Vamshi. So it was a transaction of sales, so it was recorded in sales book. Now as Mr. Vamshi is returning the goods, it becomes a transaction of sales returns. So this will be recorded in sales returns book. The date will be taken as October 30. In particular you will be writing it as Vamshi and he is returning goods for rupees 500 rupees. So here the date will be taken as October 30. October 30. Who is returning the goods? Vamshi, and he is returning goods worth rupees 500. So 500 will be recorded as amount. So now as we have completed all the transactions given in purchases book, purchases given in the question, now we just need to balance the that is we need to do the total for all the books. So first going with the total of purchases book. Here is the total for purchases book. 8,000 plus 2,000, 10,000, 10,000 plus 2,000, 12,000, 12,000 plus 1,000, 13,000. So here the total is 13,000. So the total of purchases book is 13,000. Next, after doing the total for purchases book, now we will be doing the total for purchase returns book. So the total for purchase returns book is 200 plus 250, it is 450. So here it will be recorded as total 450. The total will be recorded as 450. Next, after purchase returns, we have a transaction of sales book. So now we have prepared the book sales book. Now we'll be doing the total for sales book. So here we'll be doing the total as, what is the total of sales book? 7,000 plus 3,000, 10,000, 10,000 plus 6,000, 16,000, 16,000 plus 600, 16,000 plus 1,000, 17,000, 17,000 plus 600, 17,600. So here the total is 17,600. After doing the total for sales book, now we will be doing the total for sales returns book. So for sales returns book, the total is 500 plus 100, 600, 600 plus 100, 700, 700 plus 50, 750. So here the total is 750. Here the total is 750. Hope you have understood the topic and hope you have liked my video. If you like my video, do subscribe to my channel AIMS Tutorial for Accounts. And if you are a new subscriber to my channel, don't forget to press the bell icon for further notifications. Do like my video, post your valuable comments, and do share it with your friends, relatives and all. Your one share can help someone to learn something. See you all in next video. Jazakallahu khair. Assalamu alaikum wa rahmatullahi wa barakatuh.